Have you ever wondered what Pakistani women think about sex? It's a question that often goes unasked, lurking in the shadows of taboo. A question shrouded in the complex tapestry of cultural norms, societal expectations, and personal beliefs. It's a topic that's not often explored, especially in a society like Pakistan's, where discussions about sex are typically hushed or avoided altogether. In Pakistan, like in many other societies around the world, women's views on sex are heavily influenced by the cultural norms and societal expectations that surround them. These norms can be incredibly powerful, shaping women's thoughts, feelings, and attitudes towards sex in ways that are often hidden or misunderstood. Yet, beneath these layers of societal influence, there exists a spectrum of individual perspectives. Each Pakistani woman, like women everywhere, has her own unique set of thoughts and feelings about sex. These views are shaped not only by societal norms and expectations, but also by personal experiences, beliefs, and desires. To shed some light on this complex and often misunderstood topic, we've reached out to a number of Pakistani women who are willing to share their personal views on sex. These conversations provide a unique glimpse into the diverse range of perspectives that exist among Pakistani women, challenging our assumptions and broadening our understanding. Let's hear from one of these women. She discusses her feelings on the topic from a personal perspective, offering a candid and thoughtful reflection on her own experiences and beliefs. Her words remind us that, when it comes to questions about sex, there are no simple answers, no universal truths. Each woman's perspective is as unique and complex as the woman herself. So, do Pakistani women like sex? Well, as you can see, it's not a simple yes or no question. Each woman's answer is influenced by a myriad of factors, from societal norms and cultural expectations to personal beliefs and experiences. It's a question that invites us to look beyond the surface, to challenge our assumptions, and to explore the rich diversity of women's views on sex. How do societal expectations shape Pakistani women's views on sex? Delving into the very fabric of Pakistani society, we find that societal expectations play a significant role in shaping women's perspectives on various aspects of life, including sex. The society, imbued with deep-rooted cultural values and traditions, tends to create a framework of norms and expectations that women are often expected to adhere to. In this societal framework, sex is often seen as a subject relegated to the private sphere, discussed in hushed tones, if at all. It's not something that women are encouraged to explore or understand, but rather it is presented as a duty or obligation within the confines of marriage. This prevailing societal attitude can influence how Pakistani women perceive sex, often viewing it through a lens of duty rather than desire or pleasure. We've had the chance to speak with several Pakistani women who've shared their personal experiences. Their narratives reveal the pressures they feel from society to conform to particular standards and expectations. These pressures can range from maintaining a certain level of modesty and decorum to being the upholders of family honor and respectability. This societal pressure often leads to a lack of open communication about sex, fostering a culture of silence and, in some instances, misinformation. Yet, it's important to note that these societal expectations don't necessarily define every Pakistani woman's viewpoint. There are those who challenge these norms, seeking a deeper understanding of their own sexuality and desires. They're navigating their paths, exploring their sexual identities within or sometimes against the societal framework. In a society where sex is often shrouded in secrecy and taboo, these women's stories highlight the complex interplay between societal expectations and personal perspectives. They underscore the need for open dialogue and education to foster a healthier understanding of sex. Society often sets the rules, but do all Pakistani women follow them? It's a question that invites us to look beyond the surface, to understand the diverse experiences and viewpoints that exist within the realm of societal norms and expectations. What happens when Pakistani women challenge societal norms? This is where our narrative takes an interesting turn. Imagine a world where women are not judged by their choices, but celebrated for their courage and uniqueness. A world where women are free to express their desires without fear of condemnation or ostracization. This is the world that some Pakistani women are striving to create. Let's delve into the lives of those who dared to break the mold, who chose to challenge the societal norms that had been imposed upon them. These women, these trailblazers, chose to step forward and voice their desires, their needs, and their experiences. One such woman, let's call her Aisha, speaks candidly about her journey. She tells us, "I grew up in a society where sex was a taboo subject. It was something that was never discussed openly, especially not by women. But I always felt that there was something fundamentally wrong with this silence. Why should we be ashamed to talk about something so natural, so human?" Aisha's sentiments are echoed by many others. Another woman, we'll call her Fatima, shares, "I was always told to suppress my desires, to lock them away. But why should I? Why should any woman? We have the right to experience pleasure, to feel loved, to feel desired." But these stories aren't just about rebellion or defiance. They're about a quest for understanding, acceptance, and above all, respect. These women aren't just challenging norms, they're educating those around them. They're opening up dialogues, they're facilitating conversations, they're creating a space where other women can come forward and share their experiences without fear of judgment or ridicule. This journey, this movement, is not without its challenges. These women face backlash, they face criticism, they face resistance, but they persist. They continue to speak, to share, to inspire, because they believe in a future where every woman is free to express her desires without fear or shame. Breaking the mold isn't easy, but it's certainly possible. And these women are living proof of that. They are the pioneers, the vanguards, pushing the boundaries of societal expectations and creating a new narrative for Pakistani women. How does education influence Pakistani women's views on sex? Let's delve into this thought-provoking question. Education, as we know, is a powerful tool. It shapes our perception of the world and ourselves, influencing our beliefs and decisions. For Pakistani women, education can play a significant role in shaping their understanding and perspectives on sex, a topic often shrouded in taboo and silence. In a society where sex is often not discussed openly, education becomes a beacon of enlightenment. It provides an avenue for women to gain accurate information about their bodies, their rights, and their choices. It empowers them to challenge the societal norms that may have otherwise confined their understanding. Let's hear from some Pakistani women who have shared their experiences. One woman, a university graduate, spoke about the transformative effect of her biology class. She explained how this class helped her understand the natural aspects of sex and break away from the fear and shame often associated with it. Another woman, a teacher by profession, emphasized the importance of comprehensive sex education in schools. She shared how her education helped her to question and challenge the societal expectations and stigmas around sex. She firmly believes that education can equip young girls with the knowledge and confidence to make informed decisions about their bodies and lives. On the flip side, there are also women who, despite having an education, still hold conservative views on sex. This is a reminder that while education is crucial, it is not the sole influence. The impact of cultural norms, religious beliefs, and familial expectations cannot be ignored. In summation, education can play a significant role in shaping Pakistani women's views on sex, providing them with the knowledge and confidence to navigate this complex issue. However, it's important to remember that each woman's perspective is unique, shaped not only by her education, but also by her personal experiences and the cultural context she lives in. Education plays a significant role, but it's not the only factor. What do Pakistani women think about sex on a personal level? This question might seem straightforward, but the answers are as varied and complex as the women themselves. When we peel back the layers of societal expectations and educational influence, we find a myriad of personal perspectives. Some women express a healthy interest in sex, seeing it as a natural part of life and an important aspect of a romantic relationship. They may also stress the significance of mutual consent, respect, and understanding in any sexual activity. On the other hand, there are those who view sex with apprehension or even fear, often due to cultural norms or past negative experiences. These women may advocate for greater education and open conversations about sex to dispel myths and alleviate anxieties. Then there are women who fall somewhere in the middle, who may not feel entirely comfortable discussing sex, but are open to learning and evolving their views. They might be grappling with the dichotomy of traditional values and modern thoughts, trying to find their own equilibrium. What's fascinating is that these perspectives aren't static. They shift and evolve as women gain more knowledge, experience, and confidence. Many women shared how their views on sex have changed over time, influenced by factors such as education, personal development, and the influence of feminist discourse. We also cannot ignore the impact of personal beliefs and religious values. For some women, their faith provides a framework within which they navigate their sexuality. This doesn't mean they're repressed or uninformed, but rather that they choose to express their sexuality in a way that aligns with their beliefs. In conclusion, Pakistani women's personal perspectives on sex are far from monolithic. They are influenced by a range of factors: personal experiences, societal norms, educational background, and religious beliefs. The beauty lies in this diversity, in the multitude of voices and experiences that make up the rich tapestry of Pakistani women's views on sex. Personal perspectives vary greatly, reflecting the diversity of Pakistani women's thoughts and feelings about sex.